Hola! Now let's have this lesson, which is solving right triangles. So when we say right triangles, uh, this triangle has one right angle. So ang itsura ng right triangle na to is like this. Meron siyang pa-letter L. Okay? So, yan. So kapag may nakita kang parang square dyan, that means ang measure nun is a 90-degree angle. Okay? So now, when solving a right triangle, or when solving right triangles, ang pwede natin gamitin dito is using the sixth trigonometric ratio. O yung tinatawag nating sine, cosine, tangent. These are the basic ratio, the basic function. And then, the opposite of sine ay cosecant. The opposite of cosine is secant. And the opposite of tangent is cotangent. When we say opposite, these are reciprocals. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin reciprocal, yung kabaliktaran nila. So, that means if the given ratio is opposite over hypotenuse, which is this one, is for the sine. So, ang gagamitin natin yan to get the reciprocal of it, the reciprocal of sine is cosecant. So, kunin natin yung reciprocal ng ratio niya nun. So, instead of opposite over hypotenuse, that will become hypotenuse over opposite. Okay? So, ulitin ko, the reciprocal of the sine is cosecant, this one. The reciprocal of cosine is secant, and the reciprocal of tangent is cotangent. So, we will use this one, or we will use this six trigo ratios when solving right triangles. So, lalo na in this, in the first case of our example. Okay? So, let's have now case number 1, wherein ang given natin is an angle and one side. So, when we say an angle, that means we only have one angle given and another one side. Okay? So, let's start now. Let's have this illustration. So, we have triangle ACB. So, triangle ACB is a right triangle, wherein C is the right angle. So, the measure of angle C is always 90-degree angle, or a 90-degree angle rather. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, angle A and angle B, these are acute angles. So, when you add these two angles, we will get 90 degrees. Okay? Kasi the sum of all the angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degrees. So, when we add the measure of these angles, let's say we have angle A plus angle B plus angle C, the answer is always, or the result is always 180 degrees. Okay? So, kung yung angle C natin is already 90 degrees, so minus natin yung sa 180, ang matitira na lang for angle A and angle B ay 90 degrees. Okay? So, that means angle A and angle B, the sum of these two angles is always equal to 90 degrees. No? O, ngayon, let's name the angles. So, ang name ng angles natin dito, we have three angles. So, we have angle A, we use capital letter to represent angles. Okay? So, kahit wala kang nakalagay na ganitong symbol, in trigonometry naman, in-accept naman natin yun. Basta capital letter is always angle. We are referring to angles. So, angle A, angle B, and angle C. These are the angles. And for the sides, dito we're going to label the sides. We use small letter. So, always get the opposite of those side. Tas kunin nyo lang yung small letter niya. Example, we have here angle C. Ito yun. So, ang opposite niya, yung kaharap niya, is this side. So, that means this side is side C. So, we use small letter when we are referring to sides. Next, for angle B naman, Ang opposite ng angle B, this is the angle B. So, opposite niya is this side. Okay, so this is side B. And the other one, opposite of this angle, is this side. So, that means, ang name niyan is side A. So, we have here, the name of the sides as side A, side B, and side C. We use small letter, okay, when we are referring to sides. Now, let's have this example. So first, identify nyo muna yung given nyo. So we have here capital letter A. That means we are referring to angles. So this is an angle. And the measure of angle A is 12 degrees. And then small letter, that means, or this means, this is a side. So we have given an angle and one side. Okay? So, first thing na gagawin natin is to draw the triangle. So, check nyo muna kung anong pangalan ng triangle na yon. So, we have here right triangle ACB. So, this is a right triangle. That means, pwede natin gamitin dito yung 6-triangle ratio when we want to know the measure of the unknown sides or unknown angles. So, ulitin ko, first na gagawin natin is to draw the triangle and label it. So, we have triangle, right triangle. Yan. So, ang nasa gitna dito is C. So, that means yun ang magiging right angle natin. So, angle C. Next name, the sides, angle A. So, it's up to you kung saan nyo ilalagay yung angle A or angle B. Basta ang importante, yung angle C mo na nasa gitna dito is always the 90-degree angle. Okay? So, angle A, then this one is angle B. Next, label the sides. So, this is side B kasi opposite of that is angle B. Next, angle A, the opposite of angle A is this side. So, side A, this side A ang pangalan ng side na yon. Okay, next. And this one is C. So, C is the hypotenuse. Laging tatandaan yun, ha? So, hindi pa natin alam yung adjacent and opposite kasi hindi pa tayo nagbigay ng reference angle. So, kapag bigay ka na ng reference angle, doon mo malalaman yung opposite and adjacent. Okay, now, let's start. So, angle A, the measure of angle A, this angle, is 12 degrees. Side B, the measure of side B is 20 millimeters. Yan. Now, solve na natin. So, first, check nyo muna. Ano yung mga kailangan nyong solve? Mga kailangan, or, let's say, ano yung mga need nating isolve yan. Solve. Start muna tayo sa angle niyan. Mag-iisa lang yung angle na hinahanap natin and that is angle B. Next. So, meron na tayong angle A. May measure na si angle C. So, angle B lang ang hinahanap dyan. And for the sides naman, kailangan natin yung ito, side A, and also side C. Okay? So, check nyo muna. So, alin dyan yung mas madaling solve? So, syempre, ang madaling isolve dyan is angle. Ayan. Kasi nag-iisang angle lang hinahanap natin. So, first step nyan is solve angle B. Yan. So, syempre dito, ang gagamitin natin, since isa lang naman ng nawawala na angle, we're going to use yung theorem natin. Ulitin ko, for the theorem, angle B, para ma-solve natin yung angle B, diba the sum of the angles, itong lahat ng angles na to is 180. Yan, 180 degrees. Minus natin yung mga given na angles. Ang measurement ng angle C is 90, diba? So, that means minus 90 yan. Ang measure ng angle A is 12 degrees. Yan. So, minus natin yan using the calculator. Use your calculator. Input nyo lang as it is. So, 180 minus 90 minus 12. Okay, so 180 minus 90 minus 12. So the answer here, angle B measures 78 degrees. So that's the measurement of angle B. So angle B measures 78 degrees. Next, na-solve na natin yung angle B. So check na tayo dito. Okay na yan. Doon naman tayo sa side A. So let's solve side A. Solve side A. So when solving side A, dahil dalawa pa yung side na nawawala, gagamitin natin dito yung 6 trigo ratio. Okay? So, mag-identify muna tayo. Identify the reference angle. So, anong reference angle natin? So, kayo ang pipili doon. Let's say, ang gusto kong reference angle is angle A. So, ito yung magiging reference angle ko. So, ngayon, identify na natin kung alin sa mga yan ang opposite and adjacent. Since alam na natin yung hypotenuse eh. So, ang angle A, ang opposite niya is this one. Opposite kaharap. So, that means this is the opposite. Next, yung katabi niya, aside sa hypotenuse, ito yon. So, this is now your adjacent. Katabi. Ngayon, balikan natin tong side A. So, check natin ano ang side A. So, side A is the opposite. Tama? Ngayon, check natin. Yung ipa-partner natin kay side A, yung side na merong measurement. So, alin lang sa dalawang ito ang may measurement? Yung B ba o yung side C? Of course, side B. Kasi siya lang yung may measurement dyan. So, we're going to use side B. Use side B. So, ang side B dyan ay adjacent. Right? Ngayon, based on this, sino yung gagamitin natin yan? So, katawa. So, check natin. Alin sa mga sa katawa may opposite and adjacent? Ito may opposite, opposite. So, wala na to. Adjacent, ito wala tong adjacent yung kaya cross out na. Ito lang ang may opposite adjacent. Okay, so we're going to use TOA. So, TOA stands for tangent. Ano yung reference angle natin? Diba, ganyan yan, reference angle. Sino yung reference angle natin? Is equal to opposite over adjacent. Huwag nyo pagbabalik ta rin to, ha? Kung ano yung nando sa TOA, yun yung susundin nyo. So, tangent, yung reference angle natin ay, ito yon yung angle A. Yan yung ginamit natin. So, reference angle is angle A equals, sino yung opposite? Opposite dito is side A. And adjacent natin is side B. Tama? O ngayon, kunin na natin yung measurement ng mga to. So, tangent A, angle A is 12 degrees. So, palitan natin yan, 12 degrees is equal to side A. Side A, yan yung hinahanap natin, kaya stay lang siya side A. While side B, the measure of side B is 20 millimeters. So, 20 lang ilagay natin dyan. Yan. Then, after nating masubstitute yan, we're going to use the cross product. Kasi ang goal natin dito, matanggal tong 20 at maiwan si A. So, cross product tayo. This is automatically over 1. Cross product tayo niyan. Pag ganyan. So, yung 1 natin multiply sa A. Yung 20 naman, multiply sa tangent 12. So, magiging 20 times tangent 12. So, 20 times tangent 12. Kasama yung tangent, ha? Pag nilagay nyo yan sa calculator, kasama si tangent. Is equal to 1 times A. That will give us A. Tama? 1A or simply A. O ngayon, sa calculator, Ayan, lagay natin dito, calculator. I-type nyo lang yan, yung 20. Pindutin yung tangent button. Then 12 degrees. 1, 2. Yung 20, 20. Yan. 20, tangent 12. So, ano yung makukuha natin yan dyan? So, 20, tangent 12. So, what's the answer? So, ang magiging sagot natin dyan is 4 point. Kapag final answer, i-round up na natin siya sa 2 decimal place. So, ang nakuha natin dyan is 4.251, 251, 31, 2334. So, round up natin yan sa 2 decimal place hanggang 5. So, ang katabi ng 5 is 1. So, mariretain lang si 5 niya. Kasi, pag ni-round off natin yon less than 5 si 1. So, matatanggal na yon. So, magiging answer natin is 4.25. And the unit of measurement is millimeters, mm. Mm. So, ang measure ng angle, ang side A pala, rather, is 4.25 millimeters. Okay? Next. Ano pa yung kailangan natin i-solve? So, okay na tayo sa side A. Check na yan. Side C na lang yan. So, let's solve side C. Okay? For side C, balikan natin yan. Or lagay na lang natin dito sa side na to, yung side C. Yan. Para makita natin yung figure. Okay, for side C natin is the hypotenuse, right? Hypotenuse yan. So, pili kayo ng side na may measurement. Or parang na-solve na measurement. You can also use side B again. No? So, ang side B is adjacent. So, ngayon, balikan natin yung SOHCAHTOA. Alin sa SOHCAHTOA? Ang may hypotenuse and adjacent. Hypo, ito lang yung may hypo. So, tanggal na to. Sino naman yung may adjacent? Ito lang, tama? So, that means cross out na yan. So, gagamitin natin yung K. K stands for cosine. Sino yung reference angle natin? Is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Ang reference angle natin is angle A. Ito pa rin. So, cosine A is equal to adjacent, which is the adjacent. That is side B. So, side B over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse side C. Yan. Ngayon, palitan na natin yan. So, cosine, anong measurement ng angle A natin? That is 12. So, cosine 12 degrees equals, measurement ng B is 20. Tama ba? So, 20 over C. Side C, wala tayong measurement. Kaya stay lang siya C. Then, so, ang goal natin is makuha natin yung C. So, kailangan gamitin natin yung cross product. So, automatically, this is over 1. Cross product tayo. So, ang i-multiply natin kay C is cosine 12. So, magiging, mauna muna si C. C, cosine 12 degrees is equal to 1 times 20. That's 20. Okay, sino ba yung kailangan natin i-solve dyan? So, that is side C. So, kailangan nating matanggal yung cosine 12 dito. So, para mawala yon, since multiplication yung C at saka cosine 12, we're going to divide. So, divide both sides by cosine 12. Cosine 12 degrees. So, cancel na to. May iwan dyan is only side C. Is equal to, okay, type nyo sa calculator nyo. Ayan. Type nyo sa calcu. yung 20, 20, divide cosine 12. 1, 2. Then equals. Okay? So, ulitin ko, 20 divide cosine 12. So, makukuha natin dyan is 20.446811893. Siyempre, final answer to, kaya magra-round up tayo into 2 decimal place hanggang dito sa 4. Pag sinabi kong 2 decimal place, bilang lang kayo after ng decimal point. So, 1, 2. Wait lang. Yan. 1, 2. So, ngayon, check mo yung kasunod ng 4. That is 6, di ba? So, dahil ang 6 is greater than 5, mag-add tayo ng 1 dito sa 4. So, magiging answer niyan ay 20.45. And the unit is mm. So, yun na yung final answer natin for C. Okay? So, if you have question, just contact me kung may hindi pa kayo maintindihan. So, I can give you another tutorial. Okay? Or additional tutorial. Bye!